Finance Minister Bushimi presented the national budget this week, where it was under the theme of economic revival and caring for the poor. And that is a theme that is quite befitting, considering that since 2017, we have been in a recessionary environment, and therefore there have been a lot of challenges in the economy. When one looks at the key highlights, it is encouraging to note that our budget deficit has been reducing. It is also encouraging to note that SACCO revenue receipts increased as well. And the outlook is generally positive if one looks at where we're going in terms of our economy. And that is really on the back of improved revenue collection, as well as expenditure being contained to a more manageable increase. The spending priorities, if one looks at the different sectors, haven't changed much. They're very similar to many of the other years, where education takes the lion's share of about 20.6 billion Namibia dollars. There was an additional 200 million allocated for the recruitment of teachers. One also see the Ministry of Health taking up close to 10% of the national budget. And if one looks at the medium-term expenditure framework, the Ministry of Health is going to receive 29.4 billion, where there was an additional 700 million allocated for renovations and recruitment. So one can see that the social sectors are still getting a lion's share of the budget. Then the other one is also the Ministry of Finance, which received about 15.9 billion Namibia dollars, of which the majority of that will go towards repaying of our national debt stock, 10.2 billion, and then also CMAS at 2.7 billion. Over and above that, also defense and safety and security also received the lion's share of the budget. If one looks at the proposed tax changes, so non-mining tax rates will decrease over the medium-term expenditure framework by 2%, which is quite encouraging as it provides relief to consumers in the economy. Individual taxpayers who are earning less than 100,000 Namibia dollars on an annual basis will no longer be subject to tax effective 2024-2025 financial year. And then the tax amnesty program has now been extended for the final time, and the deadline for that will be October 2024.